woman by the name of Rosemary Port is planning on suing Google for $18 million because she feels that Google did not protect her privacy rights. Okay, she wrote an anonymous blog about a woman by the name of Liskula Cohen. She's apparently a Vogue model. Mm-hmm. And in her blog, she wrote, "I would have to say the first place award for the skankiest in NYC would have to go to Liskula Cohen." Right? Mm-hmm. So this Liskula girl decided to sue her for defamation.
Right.
And while doing so, she asked Google to release, Rosemary Port's personal information. And after Google did so, Rosemary thinks, okay, well, they totally violated my privacy rights. So she's planning on suing them for $18 million.
Yeah, I'm against everyone in this story.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, I'm against the model who asked Google to reveal the identity of the blogger in the first place. Okay. So some blogger calls you a skank. Now, to be fair to Cohen, she got called more than a skank. She got called an old hag and a psychotic lying whore. Okay. Which is unfortunate, right? And to me, she does not look like a skank or a lying whore. She seems like a perfectly lovely lady. But I don't know anything about her. But look, it's bloggers. Who cares, right? And, it's the internet, and sometimes bloggers have excellent stories that they break. The fact that you're a lying, cheating whore or whatever she called you is not one of those stories. No one thinks, this anonymous blogger has you figured out. Right?
Right.
Like, we don't think it's a real news source. We can tell between a news blogger and a gossip blogger that's talking about some model in New York City. So I'm against her getting Google to reveal it in the first place. Number two, I'm against the courts that made Google reveal it. Right? Because there was a court order. What could Google do? The one thing I'm not against, I guess, is Google, because the court forced their hands. Everybody forced their hands. Right? Now, when you get to the blogger, now you're allowed to call people skanks, right? Mm-hmm. But when someone reveals your identity, you're outraged?
Right.
I mean, look, so it's easy to lob stones when you're living in an invisible house, right? But all of a sudden, when we show who you are, you're not such a tough guy anymore. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, you're not calling people skanks. You're so outraged that you're suing for millions of dollars.
Right.
To which I say, hey, listen, if you had the balls to call her a skank, just calm down when we reveal who you are.
Yeah, the whole anonymous blogger thing is so lame. I think it's lame that she was doing that in the first place. And second of all, how do you come up with that figure? $18 million? Do you just pull it out of your ass? Like, where does it come from?
And get a load of what it means. I was so devastated that someone figured out that I was calling someone else a skank that you owe me $18 million.
It's so crazy.
I mean, since you found out what a jerk I am, okay, and how I couldn't really stand behind my words, then you owe me money for revealing my lack of character.
Right.
Come on. If you're going to be a real quote-unquote blogger, right, then have the balls to do it right. Say, yeah, goddamn right I called you a skank. What are you going to do about it now, huh? Okay, that's how bloggers roll, I think.
Really, Jake? Tell us how bloggers roll.
Okay. Well, as one of the top bloggers in the country, I could some authority here. No, so I'm against the blogger. I'm against the model. I'm against the whole damn thing. But here's one thing I know. If I was on that jury, $18 million. $18 million. And I wouldn't give her 18 cents. Not just because I'm against her, but because Google had no choice. The court made them do it. If you're going to sue anybody, I guess you got to sue the court over it.